Hi guys, my name is Isha and I teach IELTS and PT. Today it is a very special video as I am going to discuss all the recent changes that have taken place in your PT exam. I just gave my exam recently on this 4th of May. So what were the recent changes? I've been getting many queries that what are the templates changed now? What are the strategies that we have to use? And lots of confusion. So this video is for you. Stay tuned with me till the end of the video because I'm going to help you. I will let you know that what were the changes that I observed, what you should follow so that you are also able to get that perfect score of 90. So I was able to get 90 in listening, 90 in reading, 90 in speaking, and 90 in writing. To be very honest, I didn't did everything correct. So this is what I'm going to discuss in this video, that even if you don't attempt everything, even if you don't do everything correct, there is a fair chance that you will be able to get that perfect score. It's all about the smartness. It's smartness. It is all about what you follow and how you follow, right? So let's just stay tuned in this video till the end. And if you're also interested to join my classes, you can contact me on the number that has been mentioned over here. I can help you to crack your IELTS as well as your PT. All right, let's just get started. So first of all, I would like to mention that I gave this exam here in Australia, in Sydney, in one of the official PTE centers, that was, Pearson Professional Centers in Sydney, Australia. So let's just start. Let's just start with the very first thing that is going to be about for speaking. See, when we talk about speaking, the first thing that you really need to keep in your mind is that you have to be very aware and you should be 100% sure that your mic is working well. Please test your mic. Your mic should, your mic should not be near your nose. Your mic should not be neither it should be near your chin. It should be near your lips, but at the 3 fingers of distance from your lips. You don't have to shout. You have to speak moderately. You really don't have, because I was able to see that many students were actually trying to shout over there, and then the examiner, the invigilator was just coming and then giving them a pat, which actually disturbs you. So there is no need of actually shouting, but your speech should be like in the, your intonation and the way you speak should be very moderate, the way we speak. There is no need to shout and yell sort of a thing. All right. After you check your mic, like after you check your headphones and your mic that they are working properly, then you can start with your speaking section. Now, when we discuss about the speaking section, speaking is considered as one of the most important sections in PT, and it helps you to get lots and lots of marks. In speaking, we have read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, and answer short questions. I will be very honest over here. When I talk about read aloud, students keep on asking me that whether they can follow one line strategy or not. In my case, I didn't follow that strategy. I was reading the whole paragraph. My only focus was that when I am reading the whole paragraph, I am I'm distinguishing between words like cloud and clouds. If in one paragraph there is one singular and one plural, my pronunciation should be clear enough and the computer should be able to distinguish between these kinds of words. The other thing that I was keeping in mind was that I don't have to be nervous. When we're nervous, we just tend to read it too quickly, which was not in my case. I was very calm down. I was very cool, so that I am reading it at my moderate speed. I'm not trying to run. I'm not very slow as well. I'm reading it at my moderate speed. And when I was speaking, I opened my mouth a little bit more so that the clarity of the words is there. Okay. Now, in read aloud questions, though it was not in my case, but just in case if you think that you do not know the pronunciation of any word, do not fumble in between. Do not do, or, just getting stuck at that word. Don't do that, because I was able to see the students, like I was able to hear the students who were doing the exam. They were getting stuck at one single word and then they're trying to pronounce it correctly, which should not happen. Should not happen. You just skip that word and just move ahead. So that was read aloud. And the other thing that was very important in read aloud that I followed was that with the help of my cursor, my mouse, I used to keep it already on the button, like already on the next button, so that as soon as I finish it off, quickly I just submit it and move ahead to the next question. Because if I take more time, then the other students who are speaking, their background voice will get recorded, which will, which might not be helpful, and I might lose my marks because of that, of course. So my cursor was already ready on next, and then I used to just quickly submit and quickly move ahead to the next question. So this is how I did my read aloud questions. Be very confident, be calm down, and do not feel any kind of pressure, because if you feel pressurized, then there is a tendency that you might skip words, you might fumble. So this should not happen. Now, talking about the next question, which is repeat sentences. See, in repeat sentences, I got combination of sentences. I got the long sentences, I got the short sentences. When I talk about short sentences, I got around 7 short sentences, and there were like 4 long sentences. Now, to be very honest, I was not able to speak all the long sentences absolutely correctly. Like I was able to repeat half of it, but then half of it I covered with the help of the filler words. And the filler word that I usually use is something, something, something. And then I use this trick, and that helped me. I'm able to see my score. I was thinking, that the only trick was that when I spoke those filler words, something, 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 that was also with that same speed, with that same intonation, with that same confidence, the way I was speaking the other part of the sentence. What students usually do is that when they've already spoken the half part of the sentence, but then when they just forget, right, the other part of the sentence, and when they're trying to speak something, something, or any other filler word, their voice will gradually decrease, their voice will lower down, or they will feel less confident. So that is going to bring a change, which should not happen. Even if you're speaking something incorrect, you need to be confident. Like in my case, I think there were like 4 long sentences, and I was not able to repeat like the complete sentence. And PT doesn't require 100% perfection, but if you're confident enough, even if you're speaking that incorrect thing with 100% confidence, there is a tendency that you will be able to score. All right, now again, in repeat sentences, I was very quickly submitting to the next question so that my background noise doesn't get recorded, right? Talking about the describe image question, in describe image question, I got like very easy questions, and I just had the template in my mind. I can even make a new video you'll be able to see on my channel where I can discuss about the template of the describe image. And I spoke around 25 seconds in that template, randomly picking up, the keywords from the image, and even I repeated the keyword. So there is no harm. Even if you've already spoken a keyword and then you repeat that keyword, that should be completely okay. And there was one image in which there was nothing, like there were no words, no numbers, nothing like that, and you just have to look at the figure and figure out yourself. So I repeated keywords in that case, and that was completely okay. And that one I just finished off in 20 seconds, and the other one I just took around 25 seconds. So that should be completely okay. Describe image is a very easy question. You just have to speak whatever you're able to see on your screen. Do not fumble, be fluent. The more fluent you will be. What is fluency? Fluency is basically clarity, not fumbling, not stopping in between, not doing in between. This is what PTE speaking is, just speaking continuously. All right, talk about the next thing, that is retell lecture. So again, in retell lecture, quickly I had my notepad and the pen that was being given to me. I noted down all the keywords, and quickly with the help of the template, I just spoke all that. So I did this for around 30 seconds. I took 30 seconds, and then I just, followed the template. Again, I will mention the template in my upcoming videos, and you can follow those videos, or you can also join my classes. The number has been mentioned over here. You can also follow me on my Instagram. Instagram will be there in the description box. If you're struggling, if you think that, okay, we follow all these strategies, but we are still struggling, still you're not able to get that perfect score that you need, then that shows that you need a mentor to help you actually. So you can contact me on the number. I will be there to help you out. Even if you're interested to learn about IELTS, I will be there to help you out. Now, talking about answer short questions, I will be very real and honest over here. I hardly knew 2 or 3 answers. Rest, what I did was that I just took one word. I took one word from the question itself, and then I just spoke that clearly, only one single word, only once, and I just spoke that and submitted. Next, moving ahead to the next question, right? So you don't have to bother much about answer short questions. Just speak one word from the question or anything relatable that you're able to think about. You can just speak that, and that should be okay. I was able to attempt like 2 or 3 questions and answer short questions, like the correct answers. Rest, I just followed this strategy of speaking something relatable, or just, picking up one question from the word, and that should be fine. I'm able to see that in my score, that's fine, right? Okay, now moving ahead to the next type of the question, that is, so the next part, that is writing. See, writing is again very easy. It depends on how you have prepared it. Now, summarize written text. Summarize written text, first of all, we have to write 40 plus words. The strategy that I followed in summarize written text was that I took one random sentence from the beginning, I added a comma, and then I wrote and as a connector, and then I wrote sentence number 2, and then I took one more sentence from the end, and I added a semicolon along with a connector, that is moreover, and then I put a comma, and then I started writing with my third sentence. So that's how I combined my 3 sentences all together. A detailed video on this will be made on my channel. You can see that as well. So sentence 1, comma, and sentence 2, semicolon, moreover, comma, and then sentence 3, and at the end there's a full stop. I made sure that I am doing my proofreading well. I matched every single word, every single full stop, sorry, comma, and then every single capital letter, small letter, what I am writing, everything should be exactly same. I did my proofreading 3 times so that I'm able to get that perfect score of 7 on 7. It's all about copy and paste in this question. So even if, so that means that we just have to do copy paste. That means that should be 100% correct. You please guys make sure that you do not commit any mistake in this question, because this is super easy question, right? And then talking about writing an essay, see, I just followed the template that I give in my class. I followed that same template. You can again contact me for that template. I will help you out with that. See, in my case, I have learned that template so well that I was just able to type that in 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes were like, I was straight away sitting free. Of course, I did my proofreading again and again, any spelling mistake, comma, capital letters, full stop, everything, every connector, and a comma, whatever I'm doing, I just proofread it again and again. But the thing is that I was so, I knew it by heart, so that I was able to type it quickly. So same should be in your case also. Just learn the template, just mug up the template so hardly that, in your exam, you just go and vomit that out. You don't even have to think twice about it. So now how you can do that? Of course, you can type it at least once a day. You can type your essay once a day and then just look at the mistakes. Even a small on or a small or a the can help you to lose your marks. So make sure that you take care of these small things, and eventually you'll be able to get full marks in your essay as well. So the template that I used was 100% perfect. It was correct, that I'm able to see my score as well. So if you're also interested to know that template, you can contact me on the number that has been mentioned over here. Oh, all right. So now after writing, I just relaxed for a bit because I knew that the difficult section is coming up, reading is coming up. I completely understand that reading can be a bit trickier. It is tricky. It's not that easy. Considering all the 4 sections of PTE, the most trickiest section that I personally feel is reading. Okay. So I just took a long breath before starting reading. I just had a pause, because I already completed my essay before time. And then I started with my reading section. Now, again, I will be very real and honest over here. Reading was tough. It was tough. Now, specifically reading and writing fill in the blanks, they were tough, and of course they are the ones that are going to contribute the maximum, but then they were tough. But now why they were tough, you will see that all the 4 options are having the same meaning, or the 3 options are having the same meaning, and then it becomes difficult for us to actually decide that what we should do. So the only thing that helped me over there was that I was calm and I tried to read the sentence, understand the sentence, understand the context of the sentence, and then try to answer it. And what I was doing was that I was trying to put the option and then try to read the sentence, that whether this is making sense or no. Because, we have a general instinct of the English language that if we put this word, whether this word will make sense or no. Because I was able to see that all the 4 options were absolutely same. That was in the case of reading and writing fill in the blanks. But anyhow, I managed to do that. And talking about multiple choice question, multiple answers, I just marked one answer. Even if I knew that, okay, this could be the other option, I didn't, because I knew that there is negative marking. I didn't devoted too much of time on these questions, like multiple choice question, multiple answers, quickly. Whatever I thought at the very first instinct, I just marked one answer and then I moved ahead. And then talking about the other thing, that is the next question, that is reorder paragraphs. Now, talking about reorder paragraphs, they were super easy. To be very honest, I got like 4 sentences, and then out of those 4 sentences, I was easily able to choose that, okay, out of these 4 sentences, this is going to be the first sentence, right? You'll easily be able to choose. And then I followed the keyword strategy, which I usually teach in my class as well, that you have to match one keyword with the other sentence keyword, and that was super easy. The students who use the portal, that is APE Uni portal, usually the standard of reorder paragraphs is high over there. They're more tough on the portal, but in the real-time exam, they were easy. And I just matched the keywords. I was easily able to figure out the first sentence because it was easily distinguishable. And you just match the keywords and you will be sorted. in the reorder paragraphs. Now, talking about the reading fill in the blanks. So in reading fill in the blanks, again, in this scenario also, the reading fill in there was a combination. Some of them were super easy, like very easy, basic English. You'll be able to quickly answer them. And one or two were them, like they were complex. They were complex, where you have to understand the vocabulary of it and then try to answer that one, okay? So there was a combination. And then talking about multiple choice questions, single answers, I was like, I did it very quickly, that I didn't put, much attention on it. Whatever I was able to think in a minute, I just quickly marked that one. So in reading, my main attention was reading and writing fill in the blanks, reorder paragraphs, and reading fill in the blanks. I gave my utmost time to reading and writing fill in the blanks, because I knew that that is going to help me to clear my reading, to get hold of it and to get the maximum possible score and points here. Still, if you feel that you're facing some issues in reading, in my classes, I teach the grammar rules, I teach collocations, I teach the other, how to understand the text. Of course, I teach quite a lot of things, how to crack the reading section, because it is tricky. So you can again contact me on the number if you are stuck with the reading section. All right. Now, talking about the listening section. I had a very clear vision of listening, that what I am going to do in my exam in listening. In listening, my clear vision was only of 4 questions, that if I will do these 4 questions correctly, no matter what, I will score. So those 4 questions were: summarize spoken text, fill in the blanks, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. These were only my 4, center of attraction questions, that I have to do these questions 100% correctly. Rest, I don't care. So the first question was summarize spoken text. Again, in summarize spoken text, as soon as the audio was being played, I noted down whatever was possible, whatever keywords I was able to get. I noted down all of them. I was very clear. I marked up the template very clearly. So I just, type all the template, added all the keywords, the same template that I used in the class. So all the templates that I use in my classes were being used by me in this exam. So tried and tested all the templates. That's why I use them. That's why I gave this exam, just to see what's happening, what are the changes, right? So summarize spoken text. I wrote around 60 words in this one, and it was all good. Okay, now next question, multiple choice question, multiple answers. I didn't bother about it much. I only marked one answer, because there is again negative marking in this question. So I only marked one answer quickly. As soon as the audio was finished, I marked that answer and I quickly moved ahead. I didn't stress myself because of the time management. I knew that I need to have enough time for my write from dictation question, which is one of the most important questions in listening, right? Then talking about fill in the blanks, again, I was very particular that I'm hearing the answer till the end, whether it is singular or it is plural, or it is with ed, or it is without ed, or it is with ng, or it is without ing, right? I have seen students that they get the word, like it is, let's assume that the answer is executive. The answer is executives, but they're just gonna hear executive. So I was very particular that I hear the word till the end, and my 100% attention was on my screen. You really need to be 100% attentive on your screen. The moment you will lose that attention, your answer will just go. The audio will just run, And then talking about listening fill in the blanks, one audio was going super smooth, but then the other audio had some background noises of something with, as if something is, rain is happening, right? Raining. So they were like water droplets and all those sound effects. And that audio just ran away like anything. So in that case, what I usually do is that my attention is always on my screen, and then I am holding a pen, and I always just write it like this. Like, I really don't look at the paper. I just write this, okay, first, okay, then second, and then third, and then fourth, like looking at the screen, not actually looking at my notebook, because of the speed of the audio, because I didn't have that much of time to, have attention, to pay attention on both the things together. So I just write it, and then just type it. Okay. Now, moving ahead, please check your fill in the blanks, check the spellings. Make sure that you write the correct spellings and fill in the blanks. Highlight correct summary, multiple choice questions, single answer, select missing words. I didn't bother about them. I heard the video, of course. I listened to it. Whatever I was able to figure out, whatever I think that, okay, quickly, whatever I thought quickly that, okay, this could be the answer, I just marked it and move ahead to the next question. So these three questions, very less marks, of course. So the next question that I had in my mind was highlight incorrect words, that I have to give my 100%. Why? Because even if I do something wrong in my reading, I might get some marks from here, because the students who are lacking in the reading, please focus more on highlight incorrect words, that you never know that, some marks might come from here as well. Of course, they come, but you might get, 1 or 2 marks more if you put more attention over here. My 100% focus was that I have to get 100%, like full marks in highlight incorrect words. The strategy that I always discuss and I always say you need to follow in your highlight incorrect words is that read along with the text. Whatever is written, just read along with it, and move your cursor along with it. Because when you will move your cursor along with it, you will be able to find out that otherwise the audio will just go. It will just go, and you won't even realize that, okay, it has just passed on. Okay. So just read along with the text so that you are able to figure out that, oh, that word was different, and you just quickly click on that. Okay. And then the last question was right from dictation. I was very particular that I have to make all the 3 or 4 questions correct. I added extra words. I get lots and lots of queries that can we add extra words? Will there be negative marking? I got 4 questions, and all the 4 questions I added extra words. And here you see my score. There is no negative marking. I'm completely happy that I added extra words just to see first letter capital and full stop. And I added extra words just to see what is going to happen. And I got the good score. I got 90. So just in case, if you are also stuck, if you're not able to get the score, if you're not able to get the required score, you can contact me on the number that has been mentioned over here. I hope that this video was really helpful for you. I hope that I was able to share my knowledge with you, and thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section what else you would like to see. I will be more than happy to make a video for you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.